So if you saw my previous video, you'll know that I got some secret images from a number hidden within the Modern Warfare 3 teaser trailer. Now, let me tell you that today I got some more messages. So this was the conversation that I was having with that number today. I also got 2 new images and a link. I clicked it and it took me to the Makarov reveal trailer. We'll come along to that very shortly. But first, let's look at these images. So yesterday I mentioned that there was some objectives. It seems that some SAM sites have been identified as Alpha and Bravo. Let me leave you with that. The second image I got was this mobile phone. Now, I didn't know what this phone was or had to do with anything, so I just left it until I saw something that caught my eye. But firstly, let me remind you that I'm also on Kick and I'm also on Twitch, so make sure you swing on by and smash that follow button. Right, without further ado, let's get straight into the trailer. So the trailer starts off pretty chill. It's a bit of a dark and gloomy prison type area. We identify quickly that it is in fact a prison due to the fact this guy's hidden behind some bars. He's getting handcuffed. There's a load of guards there to collect him, and then they start escorting him through the prison. On his way through now, obviously the dogs are pretty agitated. There's people gaining some interest, looking out their windows and stuff. We continue going on through the prison and getting another full-face glance at one of the tattoos. Task Force 141 seems to be breaking through some sort of ice here, and then we go straight back to the prison and see a fight scene. The fight scene stops, but Makarov seems to give a nod, and then it all carries on again. So it kind of suggests he's quite a powerful figure within this prison. Now in this clip, we go back to Task Force 141, who seems to be breaking into some type of establishment. Now something really caught my eye in that previous clip, so here it is. Remember the submarine that was floating around underneath Verdansk for a while? Could it be a coincidence? We don't know yet, but we'll continue with the clip. So we go back to Task Force 141 and they're abseiling up this building. Now, something else caught my eye here, and it wasn't the shootout. It was what was behind the shootout. Now here we see what looks like prison. I actually worked out that this was in fact prison. The way I did it was I triangulated the positions of the things that I could see on the map. So the tall tower circled in red has nothing to the left of it apart from a shorter tower. There seems to be like a bridge type thing that connects the tower to something else that's circled in green. Now, I estimated that based upon my position, looking at the gameplay, that we were on position circled in blue. Now, there isn't anything else here that could take my attention away, but I certainly believe that we are, in fact, returning to prison. Now, the trailer continues with the prisoner still being led through the prison. It seems to go to some kind of a doctor or some kind of medical professional who's playing with a needle. Now, we don't really know much, but we keep getting an emphasis on the tattoos. So this actually sparked my interest, this clip here. Now, if you stop it and have a look at that logo, I don't know if any of you will recognize it, but I did a bit of investigating and I discovered that this was in fact Stadium. So looking back at the logo again, I thought, where have I seen this before? I've seen it in the stands inside Stadium, clearly marked Verdansk. Now, this just suggests to me that we've not only got prison, but we've also got Stadium. Continuing on with the trailer then, we go back to these tattoos and we keep getting like pushed into looking at these tattoos. So I had a little translation going on and I translated this one, which says, "He who fears the wolf should not enter the forest." Bizarre, I know. Very cryptic. Then I saw this clip and I thought, who are these shady characters chucking bodies into fires? So I slowed it down and had a look. This guy's got shotgun cartridges all over his body armor plate. And I was like, I'm going to look at some Shadow Company figures and find out who it is. Is this guy on the left? It's not the guy on the right because he's got a backpack on. But they're the same guy. Weird. So Shadow Company's up to some shady dealings for real. Anyway, so I was like, plane crash. At the end of Modern Warfare 2, we saw this cutscene where the plane was being hijacked. Now, could it possibly be that that hijacked plane was brought down somewhere in Al-Mazrah or Verdansk maybe? I don't know. I also then thought, hold on a minute. I've seen that phone before. What the heck? So I went back and I pulled up the image of the phone. Guys, I don't know if it's the same phone, but it looks like the same phone. I don't know. It's just all crazy. It's all just crazy for me. But yeah, so we carried on with the trailer, and yeah, it was just wild. And then Captain Price finishes us off with this.
We don't know his next target, but we know ours. Makarov.
Our target is Makarov. Now, you got to think about it. There's a prison being assaulted by Task Force 141. Makarov is located within this prison. He's also got access to possibly a mobile phone. So the Task Force 141 suspect that Makarov is behind all of these attacks, and they're going into the prison to finish him off. Possibly. Does it mean that the secret text messages that we're receiving are from Makarov and not the good guys? Possibly. Now, if you guys are tracking what's going on in the community right now, you'll know that a large group of big name streamers receive care packages from Call of Duty. Within these care packages were things like flip-flops that had a battery hidden in the sole, there was a charger, there was a mobile phone, there was all sorts of stuff, all wrapped up in a prison blanket. Now, to me, that just suggests that Makarov is contacting everyone from the inside of the prison to carry out his dirty work. Now, to me, this is just opening up a big can of worms. I don't know if that was relevant. Everyone thinks it's slide cancelling, but I'm going to leave that for you and your conspiracies. But what we've got now is hard evidence that Makarov is somewhat involved in what's going on in Modern Warfare 3. So he's obviously going to be the protagonist, and we're going to obviously have to track him down in the campaign. Whether or not that means Verdansk is coming back to Warzone, we don't know. But it's definitely got campaign gameplay highlighted in this trailer. Guys, if you're interested in what's going on, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you like the video, because this is going to be one of the biggest reveals that Call of Duty has ever dropped. Guys, it was a pleasure. Make sure you stay tuned for part 3, and I'll see you on the flip side.